So guys, the Brexit betrayal goes on. We're going to see, we've got another 2 weeks, haven't we, to see what happens. Wonder. Deselection, I mentioned it in the last video. There's a clip here. One MP has been deselected. So that's good news. Now, what I will say is lovely comments. I really enjoyed the last comments on it, all of them, the good, the bad and the ugly. There were some ugly ones. Seems to have got a lot of interest from Europe, from people in Europe themselves, who seem to be very against the UK going out. Is it the money? Or is it thanks for all the fish?
But in fact, the message was this. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
We'll see. But yes, so let's try deselecting these MPs. There has one already gone down. Now, from what I've seen with the voting in the House, then they don't represent us, do they, Anne?
And these people do not represent our country, and they need sorting out.
No, they don't. Thank you for that. And we've got to get rid of them, one way or another. People have said, don't vote. I'm finished with voting. Yes, then you're stupid. I also had another person who said to me, 17.4 million don't represent the entire country. And the answer to that is if you don't vote, you're not counted. All right? The people who voted were counted. Therefore, they've got the say. If you don't vote, you've got no say. Which, I mean, they don't want us to vote. Because they'll go, oh no, don't vote. I'm packing in voting. It's a terrible thing to do. But then they'll be straight down to voting booth and go, put their X on their communist master's scratch card. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'll get on with this one. Thumbs up, thumbs down, it's equal. If you like what I'm saying, if you can understand what's happening here with deselections, share this video. Because more people know about being able to deselect these traitorous parasites is the better. And it's the only way forward for us. Nice to be nice.
Well, here's a bit of good news. I don't know whether you remember on that last video about the Brexit betrayal. Seems that pro-Remain Tory MP Dominic Grieve loses his no confidence vote. He's been deselected. This is what we should do and what we can do with all the treacherous MPs that voted against the will of the people. Yeah. Now, yeah, all parties promised to, you know, do what they were supposed to do, uphold the Brexit. That's why they got voted in. That's why they got voted back, due to the promises they make. As usual, they never keep the promises, though, do they? They all live in this bubble and think they can say what they want to us and then do exactly what they feel like doing anyway. So, and now he's paid the price. And here we have Gobshite Sowbury. I mean, I think she left anyway before she was kicked out. I mean, she's changed parties 3 times now. She started as, what was she, a Liberal Democrat or something, then flips over to Conservatives, and now she's gone to a new party. She's a classic example of somebody who needs deselecting, just because she's gone against the constituency. You know, completely against her constituency voted out. So therefore, her constituency should vote her out, if you understand what I mean. And this is what we've got to do. This is what we should start doing now. Every single one of these Torags that have just lied, basically, and yeah, just lied. And that's the problem, isn't it? They're supposed to be an example, leaders, but they're nothing but liars. So therefore, let's get some MPs that actually represent us. Now, I know people have said on my last video, why bother voting? Well, problem is, they don't want us to vote. Or they don't want to offer us to vote. Right, we feel like we've been crapped on, yeah? And therefore, if we didn't vote, the other side will vote, and then it looks like a landslide to the other side. It looks like democracy. It's pretend democracy. Everyone still needs to vote, and at some time we can get it pulled round and actually sort it out. Now, EU are going that pan anyway. from looking at what's going to happen with the European elections, even if we're not in that, due to whatever messed up deal we get, hopefully we'll be out by April. But you've got a lot of what they're calling nationalist parties, which are just parties that actually want to look after their country and their people, which should come first. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with flying your own flag. It's not racist to fly a flag of your own country in your own country, like we've been told. And that's really unfortunate that things like that is happening. That's like, demonising somebody for flying the flag of their own country and being proud of your own country. No, that don't work like that. And most of these nationalist groups are just trying to look after their own country. They can see what's happened in their own country. Italy's economy and Spain's economy and Greece's economy have all gone down the crapper due to the EU. In reality, they can't keep up. They're not on the same, it's not the same wavelength as, say, the Germans. So, yeah, let's get them all deselected and reset. Look, Grieve, a national hero. That's the type of people we don't need. Alright, I'm talking about left and right. And if you're talking about Brexit, it's not a left and right thing anyway. There's people from both sides of the political spectrum who want to leave the EU, same as there's people from both sides who are hardened Remainers. But anyway, let's have some deselections and say bye-bye. So guys, now out of all the parasites in the house, it does seem there are 28 that are honest and upstanding. Now 28 at 650 is a pretty poor show, isn't it, for people who actually support democracy and the will of the people. I'll put a link to this article. It might just jump a bit. I'll get down to the ones with the name, the part with the name in, and I'll put a little clip in as well.
I voted against the treaty, which I have done consistently because it means we don't leave the European Union. And I thought she was going to lose. She has. Well, she is responsible for her own fate, not me. I have obeyed the instruction of 17.4 million British people who voted to leave the European Union. I have tried to stay loyal to them from the outset. It was their decision, not the Prime Minister's and not mine. They gave us an order to leave. We are honour bound to follow it. They elect us, we don't elect the people.
So here's an honest man. There's not many of, is there? Now, and he's right what he says. It's not his fault that the deal was crap, Theresa. And it's also not because you're a woman that it's crap. It's because you're crap at your job, not because you're a woman. As was suggested, that people didn't want to do the deal because she was a woman. It's nothing to do with that. She was crap at a previous job as well. And it just seems that they like to promote people who are shitty at their jobs in these sort of situations. And she's done nothing but cock it up.
The critical thing is the House of Commons, for the third time running, have knocked down this treaty. The Speaker's no way is going to allow a fourth go. Everybody knows that. This was the decision day, and it's been killed, stone dead. It's over. The treaty wasn't Brexit, so I'm glad it's dead.
So, who are the Spartans? Now, these are the people who voted against May's non-deal, or the Euros deal, EU's deal. Not her deal. They wrote it. They want us to stay in. Alright, with no say. So they're the good guys. So, how did your MP vote? Now, it's a long list this, so what I'll do is I'll put a clip in a link to this. Now, Article 11 and Article 13 have passed, so it will be at the end of these sort of videos because YouTube or any other social media platforms will not be allowed to put links in, because they've got to. If I put a link into this, I'm sending people to this newspaper, yeah, and you will view their advertising, which they're getting paid for, yeah. But YouTube will have to pay them as well. So I don't know how well this video will go up, or if it'll go up using these clips, but I'll have to see about that. But in future, if they like double down on this Article 11 and 13, then we have got no say. We will not be able to make any commentary on videos, on news articles. Now, I know they're all on about fake news, but the biggest instigators of fake news seems to the mainstream media, and totally biased. So by people putting up videos, well, criticising the stories or pulling the stories apart or finding the truth between the lines, will be banned. So therefore we'll only have their narrative and their propaganda. I think that's another reason the EU wanted to do this, so that people can't actually see what's happening and what they're doing. Another good reason to leave. But as I say, I'll put a link down below. I'll also put a link on deselection again, about how to do it. As you've seen in this video, somebody's already got rid of one. Just another, what we got, 620 odd to get rid of.
So guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you agree. Share it on your social media if you agree. And hopefully we'll be able to get some deselections and get our country back. Nice to be nice.